In this video we are going to talk about top 10 road trip destinations. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. Look no farther if you've ever fantasized about hitting the wide road. This is our selection of the top road excursions around the world, ranging from scenic day drives to spectacular week-long journeys. Number 10, the Karakoram Highway, Pakistan. The Karakoram Highway connects China and Pakistan and is the world's highest paved route. It passes through the rocky mountain range that separates the two countries along the route. The trek takes you through some really magnificent landscape and is undoubtedly one of the world's most beautiful routes. You'll pass by several pieces of rock art dating back to 1000 BC, as well as high snow-capped mountains, jagged gorges, and pale blue rivers. The China-Pakistan Friendship Highway, CPFH, is a 1,300-kilometer, 810-mile, national highway that runs from Hassan Abdul in Pakistan's Punjab state to the Khunjerab Pass in Gilgit-Baltistan, where it becomes China National Highway 314. The highway links Pakistan's Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa provinces, as well as Gilgit-Baltistan, to China's Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. The highway, which passes through the Karakoram mountain range at 36°51'00 and 75°25'40 and reaches a maximum elevation of 4,714 meters, 15,466 feet near Khunjerab Pass, is a major tourist attraction and one of the world's highest paved roadways. It is often referred to as the eighth wonder of the world because of its great elevation and the arduous conditions under which it was built. The roadway connects to the Asian Highway 4, AH4. Number 9, Iceland's Ring Road. The N1, a 1,339-kilometer route that round the island, allows you to take in Iceland's breathtaking scenery. To lava fields, beautiful blue fjords, and volcanic craters, drive across rich valleys and snow-capped mountains. This gorgeous, if harsh, landscape of wide-open expanses is ideal for four-wheeling exploration. In Iceland, it is a national route that encircles the entire country. As a major trunk route, it is considered Iceland's most essential piece of transportation infrastructure because it connects the bulk of municipalities in the country's most heavily inhabited areas. In terms of economics, it transports a significant amount of both commodities and tourist traffic. The road is 1,322 kilometers long in all, 821 miles. Number 8, Costa Smeralda, Sardinia. The Costa Smeralda, or Emerald Coast, Sardinia's gorgeous northern coast, with impressive headlands and turquoise waters. This is the most well-known resort sector on the island, with a reputation for grandeur and glamour. For the finest experience, go in late spring or early autumn when the roads are quieter, the weather is nicer, and the beaches are less crowded. It is a 20-kilometer-long beachfront area and tourist destination in northern Sardinia, Italy. However, the phrase originally referred to only a tiny section in the commune of Arzachena. The location has attracted celebrities, business and political leaders, and other affluent visitors due to its white sand beaches, golf clubs, private jet and helicopter services, and expensive hotels. Number 7, Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. It's tempting to assume you're on another planet as you drive across the perfectly flat white expanse of the world's largest salt lake. The salt flats are transformed into a massive mirror when it rains. The mountain peaks that surround the area can be seen in the reflection. When dry, the surface looks to be ice because it is so brightly white. The area is lighted by the moon's ghostly white radiance at night. There are many adventures to be taken in Bolivia, starting with these breathtaking treks around the country. Number 6, South Island Circuit, New Zealand. The landscape of New Zealand is particularly impressive on the South Island. Driving around it at your own leisure allows you to take in the many different landscapes while also pausing for an adrenaline rush now and then. The trip between Te Anau and Milford Sound, which passes through peaceful fjordland and sections of the Southern Alps, is arguably the most beautiful part of the journey. Number 5, Gobi Desert, Mongolia. In the Gobi Desert, where kilometer after kilometer of desolation stretches out around you, go off-road to your heart's content. The sand dunes of Conger and Els, in particular, are a rough beauty in this extremely remote region. When you've had your fill of driving, hop on a camel and spend the night in a typical Gur camp. The Gobi stretches about 1,600 kilometers, 1,000 miles, from southwest to northeast and 800 kilometers, 500 miles, north to south. The desert stretches the longest in the west, between Lake Boston and the Lac Nord, 87 to 89 degrees east. 2. In 2007, it covered a large arc of territory. The Gobi Desert stretches from the foot of the Pamir Mountains, 77 degrees east, to the Greater Shingan Mountains, 116 to 118 degrees east, on the Manchurian border, and from the foothills of the Altai, Sayan, and Yablonoi mountain ranges on the north to the Kunlun, Altantaf, and Chilean mountain ranges on the south, forming the northern edges of the Tibetan Plateau. Conventional usage considers a broad area on the east side of the Greater Shingan Range, between the upper waters of the Songhua, Sungari, and the upper waters of the Liao, to be part of the Gobi. Some geographers and ecologists prefer to think of the western Gobi region, as outlined above, as creating a separate and independent desert termed the Taklamakan Desert, which includes the Darim Basin in Xinjiang and the desert basins of Lop, Nor and Hami, Kumul. Much of the Gobi features exposed bare rock rather than being sandy. Number 4, San Juan Skyway, USA. This 380-kilometer drive through Colorado's stunning San Juan Range passes by gushing streams and waterfalls in the spring, vibrant wildflowers in the summer, and snow-covered slopes in the winter. However, in the autumn, when the landscape is ablaze with the yellows, oranges, and reds of the leaves, this fantastic path is at its most stunning. It's also one of the reasons we think Colorado is one of America's most beautiful states. The San Juan Skyway Scenic and Historic Byway is a 236-mile, 380-kilometer, all-American road, National Forest Scenic Byway, and Colorado Scenic and Historic Byway located in the Colorado counties of Dolores, La Plata, Montezuma, San Juan, and San Miguel. In southwestern Colorado, the byway forms a loop in the center of the San Juan Mountains. At Red Mountain Pass, at a height of 11,018 feet, the San Juan Skyway reaches its pinnacle, 3,358 m. One of the first UNESCO World Heritage Sites was Mesa Verde National Park. National historic landmarks include the Silverton Historic District and the Telluride Historic District. Number 3, Columbia River Gorge, USA. Interstate 84 weaves its way east out of Portland, Oregon, alongside the magnificent Columbia River Gorge. Despite the fact that it is only 112 kilometers long and can be completed in a single day, spending a few days in the area will allow you to get the most out of it. Take your time admiring the sights of the United States' second longest river and its several stunning waterfalls. The Columbia River Gorge is a gorge in the Pacific Northwest of the United States formed by the Columbia River. The canyon, which is up to 4,000 feet, 1,200 meters, deep, spans for almost 80 miles, 130 kilometers, as the river winds westward through the Cascade Range, defining the border between Washington and Oregon to the north. The water gap provides the only navigable route through the Cascades and the only water connection between the Columbia Plateau and the Pacific Ocean, stretching roughly from the confluence of the Columbia with the Deschutes River, and the towns of Roosevelt, Washington, and Arlington, Oregon, in the east down to the eastern reaches of the Portland metropolitan area. Interstate 84, U.S. Route 30, Washington State Route 14, and railroad tracks on both sides make up the route. Number 2, the Garden Route, South Africa. Between Mossel Bay and Storms River mouth, a lush, thin length of coastal plain provides an easy and stunning introduction to South Africa. On one side, you'll view mountains and vineyards, and on the other, rocky coasts and sandy beaches. At Storms River mouth, the coast is at its most stunning. Leave your car at home and walk the paths while listening to the waves crashing on the cliffs below you. Number 1, Cabot Trail, Canada. This 298-kilometer road runs across Cape Breton Island, possibly Nova Scotia's most scenic region. The trail's northern segment is its centerpiece. This route passes through the spectacular Cape Breton Highlands National Park, which is home to bald eagles, moose, and black bears. Explore lovely tiny communities where the French and Scottish influences may still be seen at a slow pace. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.